What is up, guys? Welcome to a new video which I happily make because my biggest dreams have finally come true thanks to this great Half-Life mod called Counter Life, which is a great name as well because it sounds very cool and it mixes perfectly both Half-Life and Counter-Strike, both in the name and in the gameplay, since thanks to this mod you can now play Half-Life with the classic Counter-Strike 1.6 guns, and you cannot ask for a better weapon roster to face the Half-Life campaign. Have you ever dreamed about filling a bull squid up with AK-47 7.62 bullets? Well, make your wish come true. Go on ModDB and download the mod. Obviously it's free of virus, you don't have to pay anything, it's just straight fun. I've already played the campaign twice with this mod because I really enjoy using Counter-Strike 1.6 weapons. So in this video I'm gonna make a quick overview of this mod. The pros and the cons are gonna be stated, and so the first pro, it's very obvious, it's playing Half-Life with Counter-Strike 1.6 guns, and a second cool addition, it's the addition of new fun weapons such as the RPG and the C4, which is a substitute for the satchel charge from the classic Half-Life, and it now uses the iconic C4 model from Counter-Strike. The best thing about both the RPG and the C4 is the enormous explosion they create. It's very exaggerated and great. It looks like it has come out from a Terminator movie, and it's just pure classic FPS fun in my opinion. And it's very satisfying to blow up a bunch of Marines with a blast from the RPG. Another aspect which I enjoy about Counter-Life is the implementation of a buy system, which is very coherent with Counter-Strike 1.6, because we all know that Counter-Strike was one of the first games where you had to buy weapons, the first and only game where you actually buy weapons at the start of the game. And so the mod creator decided to insert this feature in the Half-Life campaign. And how do you buy weapons? Well, you rack up money by picking them up from the ground, because all the ammos and guns that you usually found in the Half-Life campaign are now being switched with banknotes, which you pick up and you put them in your wallet, and you can only spend them at the HEV chargers. The one for armor or for the health, they both work, and there you can buy your trusty Counter-Strike 1.6 weapons. You can get an AVP if you wanna play like a sniper, an AK, MP5, shotgun, whatever you choose. But I bet you're all gonna buy the AVP and the AK, cause you're all pros. Now let's get to the cons of this mod. You know, the contraries are only pet peeves of mine. The mod works very well, it's very smooth to play and there are no major bugs, but there are some slight aspects which could have been made better. The first one is the recoil. You know, the recoil of the guns are not too similar to the one in Counter-Strike 1.6, especially the one of the AK and the M4. They have different patterns and they look and feel way less accurate. Even burst firing is much messier than in Counter-Strike 1.6, and we all know how harsh the recoil is in 1.6. Another feature which I don't really like is the fact that there is no one-shot headshot kill with the deagle and the AK. You know, shooting a Marine in his head will not lead to him dying on the spot, but you're gonna need more bullets to bring him down, which is kind of a shame, you know. I wanted to eliminate them as fast as possible, but I guess they wear very thick helmets, and so you cannot really bring them down too easily. Also, there is no silencer on the M4, and the M4, I don't know why, it has a new model. I don't know from where it's from. It looks better, I guess, than the 1.6 one. It's a bit more bulky and more modernized, but I liked the slimmer classic M4 version better. Another big, let's say big con of this mod is the fact that even if you have armor, your aim flinches if you get shot by a Marine. Well, instead, we all know that in Counter-Strike 1.6, your aim, if you have bought a Kevlar, does not flinch, and that's why everyone buy a Kevlar, and why who doesn't are just pure noobs. And so I would have liked for my aim to stay accurate while getting hit if I have armor. One last problem is the fact that sometimes the Marine really look like they have aimbot. They just turn around and shoot you down in 1 second, and they also deal a lot of damage. You really need to be careful if you want to start the game on harder difficulty. You really shouldn't, because, well, the Marines are just gonna tear you down. I recommend playing on medium or easy difficulty, because those guys really want you dead. And one last bad aspect, let's say, it's the absence of a tactical shield. You know, I would have liked to bunny hop across Black Mesa with a tactical shield, but, you know, I guess it's not possible. I really wanted to turn the Gordon Freeman into a huge juggernaut, but I guess I can't. It's whatever. I'm okay with filling people with AK bullets, filling scientists, guards, and aliens alike. So guys, I salute you. Have fun and play this mod because it's worth it. Another great game mechanic coming back from Counter-Strike 1.6 that has been implemented in Counter-Life is the ability to wallbang. And wallbanging is very fun in 1.6 as well, but in Counter-Life it's pretty effective as well. Why? Because the Marines really hit hard, and sometimes you're gonna find yourself hiding from them behind the cover, and without exposing yourself, you can just spray your AK through a wall and destroy their heads without them even seeing you. So this is quite a fun feature to have.